Do 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 do. Testing. We are live. Well, hello everybody. So let me just check my audio. Yep, looks good. So, I play Runescape quite a bit. I wanted to make a video for you guys for 2019, just kind of showing you where the account was going into 2019. So, didn't really know what to do aside from kind of make it a live stream, because I don't really like chopping together stuff for RuneScape because it's very mellow. So for this next hour, which really might end up only being like a 30-minute live stream, this is going to be intended for you to watch down the road. So I basically just want to kind of show you guys my bank, and I'm going to run through that very quickly. As you can see, it is 11:26, and at 11:30 I usually do my daily sinkhole. So this video is just going to kind of be like a run through of the bank, show you guys what I do on a daily basis here at the end of 2018. And at the end, I'm going to organize my bank some more and kind of price check a lot of stuff. So thank you guys for joining me. This is the bank setup going into 2019. Got, this is how my layout kind of lines up. For the first tab, it's the infinite tab. I don't have anything in here. This is where I just dump everything. As you can see, I have quite a few materials for 99 cooking and some extra stuff for the protein cogs for invention, just kind of random stuff, XP stuff. Have a lot of fishing rod automatics that I need to assemble. These are all level 10, so I'll probably save those for another double XP. Just basically XP oriented stuff, or this is the loot tab. So if I'm doing Slayer, just kind of dump everything in here. Got some clue scrolls here. Haven't really been doing any of those lately. Pulse cores, love potions, and protein power up, along with a lot of divine stuff. So yeah, whatever. Moving on, this is what I like to call the cash tab. We got 81 mil cash. And then this is just where I kind of keep all the tokens, all the monthly, weekly, daily reset tokens. Haven't really been using these, but I'm going to be using them a lot more doing sinkholes. Got a lot of portent refresh, just some random stuff, holiday items, kind of fun items. This is more of a random tab. This one is organized though. Have a red Halloween mask. This bad boy comes out to be, you could probably sell it for like 650 mil, 640, 650 mil. So yeah, with weapons and armor and everything, the bank's probably a little over a bill, but we'll check that here towards the end of this video. So if you're looking for that, go ahead and skip to the end. This next one is the most popular tab. This is the useful items, armor, weapons, pretty much everything you use on a daily basis for any combat related stuff. Have a few random things like these effigies, gym bag, useful items. Not sure why that's in here, but yeah, still need to kind of clean up this tab. I just kind of been throwing everything in here, kind of been cleaning it up later. We can toss this bad boy up here though, maybe in between that one. And so yeah, we got some Ascension crossbows, Anima core body. I like to use those for combat. Got the old Slayer helm, Noxious scythe, just a few items that have been standing out to me. Noxious staff, Drygore longsword. Think I'm gonna repair these and sell them and get the rapiers just because. So yeah, this is basically all useful items, charming amp, Slayer codex, all that. Moving on, we got the food tab. I am going to kind of go through this part a little quicker because this is least important stuff and it's 11:30. So we got to get down to the sinkhole. So this is all food and potions. Got some overloads stacked. This is all the capes. These are all my 99s. I'll show you the stats tab here in a second. And random clothing. Skilling outfits, I have a few of those. Anything I do have 99 in, I just sent those to Diango. These are runes and jewelry and anything associated with that. Here's a summoning tab, got some pack yaks and everything. And then we have a farming, which is included in my daily activities, so we'll run through a farming run. And then this is just a random tab, books, keys, papers, whatnot. So sorry I kind of blew through that one, but let's go ahead and teleport to Damonheim. We might be a little late. It's 11:31. So as far as my objectives, this is world 134, as you can see here. So if you go over to this guy in Damonheim, you can teleport here every hour at the 30-minute mark of that hour. So 11:30 p.m. for me right now. And you want to right-click this guy and enter dungeon. He'll put you in a queue up here, and everyone, it's kind of like a matchmaking system. So I'll kind of use this video just kind of like a tutorial of like what I do on a daily basis. Here's the stats tab if anyone's wondering. This is why I'm doing sinkholes. This is perfect for dungeoneering. You can get a lot of rewards for dungeoneering, right at 92 right now. And the cool thing about this is that I have never done like more than 20 dungeons. So this is basically level 92 dungeoneering just by doing these sinkholes. So basically sinkholes is you're thrown into a dungeon, you wear all of your dungeoneering armor that you have saved. We'll kind of run through this here. Basically there's 5 people in here, and if you notice up here, objectives, if you kill something you get this combat token. If you walk in a room for the first time, there's a exploratory totem. I said token, but they're called totems. So if you look here, I picked up 2. If we go in this room, it's unopened. So there should be a explore totem right here. Pick that up real quick. Basically, you're trying to collect as many as possible. So you unlock rooms, you get explore totems. You kill things, you get combat totems. And if you notice on the map, these little bank symbols, that's where you turn stuff in. So there is kind of a mechanic. We're in 5th place. You're basically competing against everybody else. Is the whole goal, if you guys don't know what sinkholes are or what I'm even talking about. It's the way I like to do it. I like to kind of rush through a few rooms, get a couple explore tokens. If there's someone right behind me, I like to kind of rush ahead. And every time you do a sinkhole, I'm going to go ahead and deposit this. This is what the banks look like, those little 3 colors. So that guy just deposited also. Every sinkhole you do will have explore totems and combat totems as an objective. And the other totem is going to be random. So right up here at the top, you see any plants. So we will look around on the map. There's these little farming icons. And you can pick these flowers. And you'll get flowers there. So that counts as 1 plant out of the 64 we need. And there is a limit to what you can collect. This is cumulative of everybody in the dungeon. So between me and the 4 other players, we have found 14 out of 14 explored totems. There are more totems than there are needed. So, you know, right here, if I'm holding on to 3 combat totems, which would, you know, basically make the combat complete, I would be rushing to the bank just to collect those 3. Because if I'm holding 3 combat totems and someone else is holding 3 combat totems, they could turn them in before me. And, you know, basically I'm screwed. My 3 combat totems won't get counted for anything. So I kind of rushed those plants to the bank a little early. Just because the plant total went up, so there's 6 more left. So I'm going to kind of plan it out to just collect 3 more and go ahead and bank these. So bam, look at that. Filled right up. We got second place. So once all these are complete, you're teleported to this mini game. So this guy basically shuffles up prizes, and you also can collect these cards throughout the dungeon. You probably saw me pick those up. Basically, this is what you're going to get. This is your reward. So what are all these cards for? This is a consistent yak. If you examine it, it kind of tells you what it is. So these guys are asking me hang on one second. So these guys asked me if I had a clone card. This is a good one because you can copy the previous ranked player. So all this is that this is what you're getting, and you can use these cards to like swap with last place. If you examine them, they tell you what to do. So that guy asked me if I had a clone. That means I could tell him that I have this cloning card which copies this. And that way it's kind of like a friendly matchup. There are people who will like steal last place. Like if I had this, you know, randomly generates a card. This, I think, steals from last place, or no, the previous ranked player. So all you're doing are playing the cards to try to shuffle around the rewards. So we got 47,000 XP and 38,000 XP just for those 2 lamps, which is pretty crazy. If that part doesn't make sense, I'll kind of explain it again. So I'm going back in because you can do 2 dungeons per day. So this is going back into the second. Pretty much if you're there right at the 30-minute mark of the hour, you can do 2 pretty easily. The people who get done with the first dungeon hop right back in most of the time and do their second one. Alright, here we are in the second dungeon. I just try to pick a door. There's usually only like 2 doors that are open. So we'll go ahead and do that. These guys seem to be going right side to the right or forward door, so we'll go left. It is kind of a benefit to separate yourselves from everybody. So you can see they just dropped that Trading Mantis card along with the totem. One thing I do want to point out, it's a little better to do magic. This is just my layout. You know, usually with the cards, unless you get like last place or second to last place, you can usually get something pretty decent. Getting first place obviously does speed up the XP. So if you're looking to maximize, you might want to check out some magic. Magic abilities are just really good. So here's a Bunyip card. Bunyip cards are not that great. And if you notice, our third objective, the random objective this time, is any raw fish. So we're going to fish these fishing spots. I think there's like logs, fishing, mining, and farming as far as I know. There might be some other ones, but those are the random objectives. And I think it always shows up here at the top. So, wow, that is insane. People cashed out. So this might not be a great one for us. I did not think they were going to cash out that quickly. As you can see, our Explore tokens and Combat tokens are already full. So the only way we're going to get points is by catching fish now. Which really sucks. I'm trying to drop some of these totems because since they're complete, they mean nothing to us now. So now our goal is just to fish as many fish as we can. We got some decent cards. Some of the better cards is obviously the clone. if someone has a clone, people try to work together to maximize everyone's potential reward. So we'll go ahead and turn those in. See, turning all our crap in didn't even get us out of 5th place. So these guys are actually pretty good. I probably should have been paying more attention there in the beginning. We'll go ahead and cash out 3 more. And see, that's it. So that was an insane run. Those guys did very well running their dungeon. And we ended up in last place. So he's asking if anyone has a clone. If you're in last place and you have a decent lamp, someone is going to take it. You know, this small lamp or medium lamp or even the dungeoneering tokens. So I'm going to go ahead and just use a pack yak. This guarantees that I receive a medium reward. So we're just doing that just to play safe, because if we have a large lamp, someone up top's going to take it. You know, 3 people who get to go after us have the opportunity to take that. So just kind of playing it safe. See, he just stole my large lamp. So I in turn get a small lamp, but that's meant to be a medium. It basically secures me using that pack yak card that I'm going to get a medium anyway. So then you just got to sit here and wait for it all to play out. Everybody goes in order. There's a bunch of different cards. A lot of the Leech or Lotus or Locust steals from the previous ranked player. If you're in front of a person, you have a good chance of stealing that person behind you's chest. If you're in last, you know, you're basically just playing for a medium lamp. And that's 40,000 XP, so that's pretty crazy still. So after you're done, you can go to the sinkhole entrance, but we've already done 2, so we won't be able to go in. If you click it, see, twice a day before it becomes unstable, so return tomorrow. So let's go back to Prif, and we'll check out the bank or other daily activities. So that's a fun mini game. Doesn't take no time, you know, 15 minutes tops if you're there right at 11:30. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I've got to 93 dungeoneering, essentially, just from doing that mini game. So it does take about 5 or 6 months of doing it daily, but that's not counting all the treasure hunter, you know, lamps or anything you get. If you focus on something like using those lamps in dungeoneering, that really adds up. So I want to see if I can show you guys how many I've done. If I form a party. Oh, I guess I forgot you can't do that. That's how much I've played dungeoneering. I tried to make a party out of Daemonheim. But yeah, it just goes to show you I've probably done like less than 20 floors total. And I'm sitting at 93 dungeoneering just from doing that minigame and daily bonuses. So I make that a point to be one of my daily things that I do, just because I hate normal dungeoneering, and it gives me something to do every day. So moving on, let's see. I was looking for my farmer's cuffs, because the next thing I like to do is a farming run. It's in the farming tab. I basically only do trees. I don't do herbs, which I probably should start doing. Let's go ahead and grab 6 magic trees, 6 super compost. You don't really need to pay anybody to watch magic trees. It's like a 20 or 10% chance that they'll crap out on you. So yeah, we got 6 magic trees. What I like to do, where are the notes? So right here in my notes, I got my tree locations and my fruit tree locations. So starting off, let's go ahead and go to the Prif location. Yeah, Mike, I have played old school RuneScape. I've actually been into old school RuneScape quite a lot. Um, that's what kind of got me back into this. I like playing old school RuneScape more. That's why I'm kind of showing like all the daily stuff I do, because essentially after all this daily stuff, I just, kind of sit at vines or do something AFK so I can play old school. I do enjoy old school quite a bit, just kind of getting into it. Kind of a completionist too, so if I get like really into old school RuneScape, all this stuff kind of hangs over me. I feel like I have to complete my goals on here first for some reason. So then I'm gonna teleport to the stronghold. I usually like to do my normal trees and then fruit trees after. But while I'm here, this place is just kind of convenient enough to where you can do the fruit tree that's up here to the northeast. And I don't bother with chopping these logs just to save time. And there's a bank right up these steps. So let's go ahead and get one palm tree, and these are kind of worth protecting, so I can't remember how many papaya fruit it is to protect them, but we'll go ahead and withdraw all since we don't really need the space. Fruit tree is right up here. Actually, I'm not even sure if this one's fully grown yet. Nope, so never mind. We're not doing fruit trees. It should be really close within the hour. So I thought they'd be done by now, but they take a little bit longer than the magic trees to grow. So we'll go ahead and put all these back, put our palm tree back, and we have 4 more actual trees. So according to the list, I'm not really going in any order, but let's go ahead and go to Varrock next. Here are the skills again. I don't know if you saw at the beginning of the video, the order of those capes was the order that the 99s came. So like magic was the first one. Went for max combat. Don't really have many non-combats maxed out. Got construction to 99 on the last double XP weekend. Go ahead and check health. Clear it. Simple as that. Let's go ahead and go to Taverley. Once you do this a while, you kind of fall into the rhythm and you can run through all your daily stuff pretty quickly. Aside from sinkholes for dungeoneering and farming runs, the only other daily thing I really do is go to Berthope. There's a lot of people up there who use divine locations, so it's good to, just kind of show up and max out your divine locations for the day. It's really quick, fast, cheap XP. Alright, next up, let's go to Falador. basically anything I get from Treasure Hunter for XP lamps, I put in Dungeoneering still just to make that go a little faster. And anything bonus XP related, since I'm not actually running the dungeons for 99 Dungeoneering, I put elsewhere, usually in farming, just to save more time. Go ahead and check health. So every tree so far has been grown without paying. So if I didn't jinx myself and lumberage is fully grown, that should be a perfect run. This tree's right up here. So aside from that, I would normally go through and do a fruit run too, but since they're not ready, I'm just going to keep it as a normal tree run. There's another 29,000 experience. 89 farming. Getting some good levels tonight. Alright, so let's go ahead and go up to Berthope and see. Can't remember if I maxed my divine locations for today or not. Let's see. We're still in World 134, so I'm not sure if there's going to be many people up here. Yeah. Doesn't look like there's anybody. So let's see here. If we hop worlds, let's go to just any populated world. Not even sure if there's a specific world for Berthope. Unless I passed it already. Portable skilling. So this is probably the world right here. Let's go ahead and try that one. So basically this is implying that they're using portable like ranges and stuff like that. That's what a lot of people come here for. So you would think there'd be a lot of people here. And looks like there's one person. So let's just try one more. Let's try a good old World 2. So yeah, it looks like everyone is just chilling in World 2 right now. It's kind of ridiculous how many people are here. A lot of people do this every day. So basically you can just kind of look around. There's always portable skilling here, like portable Fletcher, portable forge, whatnot. What I look for are these divine locations, like this divine magic tree. Let's try to hop on here. This guy has more after this one. It's also a good way to make a little money if you're low level. Not gonna get rich doing this because there's a daily limit, but we're getting hit with a lot of pulse cores here because everyone uses all them here. So we'll try to bank these real quick. Here's a divine maple. I think divine yew trees are the best as far as XP. Not really seeing any of those. Thought this guy had more. Let's go ahead and use one of our own, maybe two of them. So yeah, look at the XP. It's kind of insane. A lot of people using their training dummies. There's a box trap. Should have done that one. Gonna tell them I have one more because that's probably all I'll be able to do. Nope, nope, that's the limit right there. So that's it. Basically 17 logs for magic, 31 for you. And let's go ahead and note those, because we'll probably sell them. Put our Ring of Kinship back in that tab. Got 50 range training dummies that I need to do. Need to go through all these divine locations. Alright, let's head somewhere a little quieter. Go back to Prif. This is one of my favorite things about the game. It's just how everyone gathers there. It's always insane, skilling mess. It's just cool how some areas form a following and whatnot. So let's go ahead and pop these in the GE. Alright, so let's price check a little bit. Let's see, let's get some big items. So let's go ahead and do, oops. Probably just gonna do like one inventory of big stuff that I see. So these are just kind of random. I don't know if that's too much. It's a mill, so. Just kind of price checking some of this stuff. See if it's worth adding up. Terrorbird plushie, almost a mil. Wow. Wowza. Alright, let's see. Do I really want to pull out all this stuff? How much are whips now? 100k? Need to look those up. Forgot you can't sell a whip vine. Alright, so just kind of going through. A lot of this stuff is kind of damaged also, so this won't be like a true estimate. I'm just kind of grabbing the big things. Let me kind of grab these so I can repair them. What else we got? Just kind of grabbing the big items here. So let's try that. Let's go to Lumbridge real quick and repair these and see what this is. So some of these aren't even that pricey, which I had wrong. Let's go ahead and repair all these. Cost 4.2 mil, but now we can price check all these. Alright, for everything in here, let's see. Let's go ahead and do all this. I don't know if we can check that or not. Guess not. So this really isn't worth too much. Let's take out some of the lower items. See what we can do here. Alright, so that's kind of all the low stuff. Let's go ahead and put those back and get 3 more items. See if we can go even bigger. Like our module boots are just 2.9 alone. 2.5. So those might be up there. What else? Many items that are just like 1 mil, 2 mil that are kind of hard to count up. See what we got. I don't think there's anything spectacular in these tabs. These are worth quite a lot, but nothing too crazy. 3K each. Alright, let's just get the module items and one more thing. One more thing. I don't even know what's worth what. I haven't checked some of this stuff in so long. Let's just try for that. Oh, and Ring of Fortune. That should be a little bit. Alright, open it up once again. I'm not sure if this counts the cash stack or not. So let's put that back. Open it up, see what it says. We are at $1.3 billion. That is insane, man. Sweet. So that's just kind of one inventory of like the highlighted items. If you add, you know, another 80 mil, we break 1.4. So I'd say 1.41 bill for the record. Pretty insane. Yep. Always like to have like 4 mil on me. So now let's put this stuff back. Yeah, I might leave the video there, guys. Just kind of wanted to give a little update before the new year. Playing the old RuneScape again. Like I said, I have been playing some old school. I do like playing that a little more than this, so maybe have some videos on that here soon. But yeah, just now kind of really getting into it. As everybody experienced, I'm sure. Had a lot of fun with RuneScape, but I've been playing like a month and then taking 2 or 3 months break, and seemed like I went from playing every year to about 2 times a year to about once every 2 months, and now it's like a monthly basis I'm hopping on. So maybe have more videos in the future. Just wanted to give you guys an update, see how we improve down the road. So if you guys like this video, be sure to like it. Maybe give me a little subscribe, say what's up. And we will see you next time. Peace.